Coming at you from the Steel City, you're listening to Poor Man's Podcast, Pittsburgh's premier comedy podcast. Your weekly dose of humor, hosted by Chris Hopper and with a new special guest each week. And here's your host, Chris Hopper. Woo! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Poor Man's Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Along with me, as always, is the wonderful, is the talented, is the beautiful Danny Kaufman.
Hi.
It's wonderful to see you again, Danny. It feels like it's been too long since I've seen you.
It's been forever.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. I didn't even cut to you on the screen, man. There's Danny there. For anybody
Hi.
watching, you should definitely watch on YouTube and
Yes.
Facebook and all that good stuff. Also joining us is the wonderful, is the beautiful, is the talented Shaylee, baby Shay. How are you this week? There you go. Sorry, Danny, I couldn't find it, man.
Just ignore the fact that
Sorry, I was drinking when he said he just caught me off guard. It's Chris's fault.
I blame me as well.
obviously.
Well, I am doing double duty this week. Cheech, you will not hear the wonderful voice of Cheech.
Giddy up.
He's out this week, so it's just Danny, Shay, and myself. We will be joined by Joey Welsh in the second half. We are here live at 565. Shay, hit the rundown. Doesn't it seem like you did it for the people listening, man?
Oh,
Yeah, good job, man.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank
That
you
was
for your
good.
service
that was so
there.
Good of me.
Shay, it's been too long since we've seen you. It feels like
know.
it's been forever.
It
We
does,
had a
actually.
show.
Yeah.
I was driving here and I'm like, how many weeks did I miss? But like I didn't. I was
Yeah.
on the last one before we missed a week. But
Yeah.
it just like felt so long ago.
It feels forever.
missed it.
And anybody, if you go on and see on the podcast, we have the live show out finally.
It's exciting.
We have, yes, there we go. I love the laughter for ourselves. It's so narcissistic.
It is. We love it.
But yeah, the live show, you can hear the interviews with Aaron Kleiber, Eric Nesby, and Jeff Fieldhouse. The stand-up part's not on there because if you want to hear it, you got to go see him live. Sorry. And then we finish the show with the game show, Danny.
The match game.
Yeah, that I rewatched it and I found out that you had the winning answer at the end, right?
Did I really?
Well, kind of. It
I
was
don't
School
remember.
of Blank.
Rock.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, I guess
the
you could
fuck
say
did I
School
get?
of Thought or something.
I had a lot
Maybe
of- I
got
School of
something
Fish,
dumb.
maybe.
Fish?
But no.
School. Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Okay.
there you
That
go.
makes sense.
But no,
Okay.
School of Rock was the answer that you guys
Good job,
matched on.
Danny.
Thank you.
So yeah,
You go, girl.
Thank
you're not
you.
getting any more applause. I'm telling you right now from
Oh.
sound effects. So yeah, but this week,
Always have my applause.
yeah, I will. Yeah.
We'll just continue to create applause.
It's too much to do the video and the audio. I can't do applause for Shay after every time she speaks, as much as my soul would like to.
I know.
But we are here, the rundown. We have beer of the week that we will touch on. We have my week out west, which was eventful. Some spiritual awakenings, if you will, for White Crow. Like White
Great.
Claw, but me.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
I feel like I
yeah.
need some more fray in my life now. Some leather with some fray.
As you should.
Yeah, it's more turquoise.
you should
But
add it to your
Good.
wardrobe.
second half, Joey Welsh. And then we have the new news with Danny Kaufman that everybody loves.
It's
my
been too
favorite
long.
part. It's my favorite part.
Thank you.
It's my favorite part.
Oh, we always love the news, and Danny always has such good stories. Next week, we have Alyssa Maurer. We have Chris Duvall the week after.
Very cool.
Yes. Let's see what else I have. Millville Music Festival is May 19th and 20th. I think I'm going to be hosting one of the stages both nights, so
Ooh.
stop down for that. Yeah, I don't really know anything. She just asked if I wanted to do it, and I was like, yep. So
That's what you
I'll
gotta
figure
do.
it out, man.
You
Just
just gotta
blindly
say yes
agree.
and then just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
You know what? It's
No
one of those
questions.
things. You know, you want to go do things, and then you get the chance. I can't say no to that.
Exactly.
Right.
You can also see us live at Rhythm and Brews, August 19th. Shay, you were there. I'm excited for Danny to experience it this year, Shay.
So
I'm
excited. It was
so
so
excited.
much fun.
It was.
People are great. Like, we just were like talking to people just like randomly walking by. And then, of course, like, you know, people who worked at like the breweries and stuff like that. And it was just so much fun. There was only a couple weirdos like that walked past, but
Yeah, it's Bellevue. What do you
oh
want?
my
I
God,
mean,
it's so
You're gonna have
fun.
that.
And the weather was so nice, and I'm hoping it's nice this year. It was a ton of fun.
It was. I think there were 12 breweries last year. This year there's 20 or 15 or so.
Oh my
Damn.
god!
Yeah, there's some really, really quality ones. You'll have to check out at Rhythm and Brews Bellevue or whatever on Instagram, or I'll post some of their stuff as well. And you can see they have the full brewery list out now, so that's really, really going to be fun. Shay, if you look at the bottom screen here, I'm going to bring up a picture for you.
Okay.
Okay, and I've always had this problem with these plants. Okay, I see the face you're making, and that's the exact face that you should make. For anybody listening, I believe it's some kind of water lily, the pods. So looking at it, it makes me
I
gag.
can't even look at it.
It's like
you're
a
staring at it. I
It's
can't
so
even look at
Danny,
gross.
if you had to describe it for the listener, paint the picture with your tongue, if you will.
Okay.
it. I know exactly how I would do it. If you want help, I got you.
Okay, Shay,
It
you
rem-
start it out and give Danny a second then.
It's a honeycomb.
Yes.
With blueberries.
That's
in each hole.
literally what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Shay.
Yeah.
That was exactly what Danny was going to say. It's uncanny,
yeah.
man. But yeah. So I guess there is a name
There's
for
a name for
it. Is.
There's an actual that disorder.
It's
I guess it's called.
trypophobia.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the definition, it's the fear or disgust of a pattern of holes. Seeing clusters of holes in foods, flowers, and everyday items like sponges can trigger feelings of revulsion.
Yes.
Trypophobia is gaining recognition as an anxiety problem that can affect the quality of life.
Uh-huh.
It does. It made.
It
I
does. I will
showed
not eat
Shay
food that
and
has-
I showed Danny separately.
Ugh. Yeah.
And we'll post a picture on our Instagram
It's
and all
gross.
that stuff.
It's
It is
disgusting.
disgusting.
There
But
was one of the seasons from American Horror Story started off with what's her name? Like the one who's been on all of them, the woman who's been on all of them. You guys would know exactly who it was.
Jessica Lange.
I don't know her name.
I don't know, man.
But,
Isn't that the one
she
everyone's
has
obsessed
that.
with? I don't
She
know.
has that. So like I couldn't watch it.
Well, the
Because, like,
first
it would
time-
show a bunch of it would.
Ugh. No.
The first time I saw
Bomb.
something like that, they like photoshopped it on somebody's back.
Ew.
And I didn't know it wasn't a real thing at first, so I thought somebody had like pods growing out of their back.
Ew.
It was
No.
It's really, really gross.
That is so.
No.
So you'll definitely have to click through or use your imagination for that. But Shay, out west, I was at the Grand Canyon. This was the first time I was ever at the Grand Canyon, and this rock was out there, and it's strange how similar it is, and it did.
is.
It made me almost puke looking at this rock out there. But I'm glad that you both feel the same way. Danny, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon?
I've not.
Oh, Shay.
Take it down.
Remove it.
I want to look at myself, and I can't look at this.
Yeah, I should have known
it's
better,
making
man.
me sick, and the fact that you said that about something, I'm gonna puke after the show.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. But
No, I've never been to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Now I won't go.
you know what? One thing
You've
I
officially ruined it.
yeah. Well, just to avoid that, man. Horseshoe Bend and stuff is awesome. But I flew out to Phoenix and spent a week in Arizona and Utah. And the one thing I definitely took away from it is there's a Subway everywhere. Like in
Oh.
gas stations, in churches, like literally everywhere. People will talk about Dollar General, like, oh, there's a vacant lot kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, the black guy behind the tree rubbing his hands meme
yeah, right,
in the
right,
in the
right,
gold
right.
jacket. Subway is the king, man.
That's so good. So that's how they're in business.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere.
They're everywhere, man. You can't get away from them. But I had a great experience. So I remember seeing this meme one time, and it was like kind of like how we have the beer meme, how it like gradually goes and gets bigger, and they have like the eyes pulsing and stuff.
Yes,
So there was one I saw, and it was like an old man calls you son. That was level 1. Level 2, you have a southern woman calling you honey. That's pretty good. Okay, they are definitely getting better. British woman calls you love. Oh, that's pretty solid, man. Number 4, you have a black woman calling you sugar.
yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. And then on this one, the 5th one was Harrison Ford calling you kid, which is definitely top, although I hate short round, but that's my own problem. But I had something like that. I was outside of a gas station. There was a Native American fella just sitting there. Guess what he called me? Chief.
No.
Yeah, man. He called me Chief. That was the greatest moment of my vacation.
That was it.
I
That
hate
was it.
them.
Okay. That
Yeah.
was the moment.
You seem surprised. Why would that not be?
I can't. Get out of my face.
This is actually ridiculous.
Yeah, so I had
I'm glad that was the takeaway.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got engaged too, but besides that, that was.
You got engaged?
What?
I thought you were gonna lead with that, Shay. It's been 30 minutes.
No, we made it Danny's news.
Oh, you thought we were gonna? I told you I had pictures all over the place,
You
man.
ruined it.
I did. I
You
ruined the
ruined
news. I
new
ruined
news.
Danny's news. She
Damn
said it was a
it.
big day. So.
Oh my
exciting.
god!
There's plenty of stuff.
Yay!
Thanks.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
So, what was the highlight of your trip?
The Native American guy called me
Oh, okay,
chief.
I was just making sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
just wanted to
No,
double check.
1,000%. I don't even know what else it could possibly be.
So,
He-
what was your now fiance surprised?
Yes.
Was she?
Yes.
She had no idea what was going to happen.
Well, a lot of people assumed I was going to get engaged on this trip, and I had no intention of it because Jess specifically told me she didn't want me to. She
Right.
said that for a while, so I was like, okay, well, I know to do what she says. You know, I am smart enough to know that.
yeah.
And then while we're packing, like the day before, she's like, well, it would be nice kind of thing. Because she like knew about it. She like
Yeah.
picked her ring kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And I, you know,
Right.
but it was going to be a surprise. And I got the exact one she wanted and stuff. And I was paranoid about flying with it. Because I don't know. I don't want to travel with anything valuable. I also don't want the guy going through like, hey, can I go through your bag and pull out a ring and then ruin the whole surprise?
Everything.
Kinda thing.
I thought about that too. Yeah.
So I was going through security, and they didn't even put me through a metal detector. They're like, go for it. Like, I don't know. It was super lax, I guess, at 5 a.m. But yeah, they
They're
scanned
like,
the
we're
bag.
too tired for this shit.
Yep, they're like, just
Yeah.
move along.
Go, bye.
Yeah, but I got it on the plane and then was going to propose in Sedona. So the way I went, I was in Phoenix, and we rented an SUV that had like a bed and stuff in the back, cooking equipment, camping and stuff. And we were just kind of going to hike the national parks out there. So we went to Grand Canyon, then we went to Zion in Utah. Arches, which was probably my favorite spot. That's in like southeast Utah. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen. We went to Four Corners, which is where Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico meet.
Very cool.
Super underwhelming. Super
Really?
cool inside, and then very much crap for
Really?
miles and miles around it.
Okay.
But it was cool to be there, I guess, because I got to sit in 4 states at once, as you can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
in the picture there.
And said
What are
photo.
you
Yeah,
watching, man?
That's in a movie. I don't know what
Oh,
movie.
It's Vacation.
I've never seen it. I saw the clip though.
Oh, they have
a
it
good
in
clip.
Breaking Bad. They have it in a couple different
Never
things.
seen it.
Well, I know, Shay.
Continue.
You haven't
so,
seen
okay,
anything.
so you were in 4 states at once.
Yes, but I wanted, and we went to Sedona next, and I wanted to do it there. But we ended up getting this camp outside of Zion, and it was like the most incredible thing ever. For you guys looking at the picture, the campsite in the top middle, and then in the bottom right are the stars and stuff. That was so awesome. So it ended up being there. She went to go get more wood, and I was like, I need to go through my backpack and find it. Couldn't find it. So I was paranoid, and she started coming back. So I said some bullshit like, where are these pesky contacts? I can't find them. Like something that I...
Just distract. Yeah.
like, even if I was looking for contacts and she was coming back, like, if it was normal, I would never say that. But now I felt the need to narrate what I was doing. But I found it. I hid it in my pocket. And it worked out perfectly because we needed to get more wood because the fire was burning out or not burning, I guess.
dying out.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So there was one right on the other side of this fence. There was a barbed wire fence. So I was trying to reach for it, and I couldn't quite reach it. So I had this other stick, and I crawled like halfway through the barbed wire and reached, and I finally got it. I started pulling it, and she came over to help, like use quotes for help. But I was already on the ground, and I turned, and I was on my knee, and then it just worked. It was perfect. And yeah, she was definitely surprised. It worked out very well. But Indian guy calling me chief, still number one, man.
Christopher.
For sure.
No.
Easy.
You're
No.
so annoying.
Oh, I did want to say one thing I took away from it. People in Pittsburgh, a lot cooler than pretty much everywhere else. At least a lot more nice.
Okay.
I'm like hiking. I say hi to pretty much everybody.
Uh-huh.
Nah, yeah, blank stares, not giving a shit.
Really?
Maybe
Wow.
15% even acknowledged that I was there. I was surprised, man.
Yeah.
People
I
in
find that
Arizona
very
were also
surprising.
nicer than
Yeah.
Utah.
I would think that, like, if I was, like, hiking in a beautiful area, like,
You're
I would be
happy.
happy.
You want to say hi to
Yeah.
people.
Be like, look at them enjoying the same moment I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I think,
Okay.
Shay, you probably like Sedona because there's a bunch of like tarot shops and crystals, which I noticed everybody who reads tarot, like if you look at them, they totally read tarot, right? Like you've never seen a tarot reader or a Reiki reader who's like, no, they don't fit the description. Nope. They all have robes on and ponytails and stuff. Yeah. Probably restraining orders.
Yeah, usually.
Possibly.
200 feet from a school.
Yep.
That's exciting, Chris. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
It tears me up.
It was a great trip other than the last day, and I will tell you this before we move on and we'll talk about the beers. The last day there, we were kind of done from the van, sleeping in it. It was nice, but at the last day we were like, let's get a hotel or something. So just found this place in Phoenix called Travel Inn. So we found it, and it was on like Skid Row of Phoenix,
Sounds like I
man.
make money there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it sounds like you cook meth there. And so we got there, and it was so shady because like we got in, and they were like, "We need you to pay half on a card, and some of it needs to be in cash, but we'll give you the cash back."
We're taking your money.
What?
We got to take the cash because we can't take your card.
Oh yeah. So it was like, and then we'll reimburse you at the end.
What?
How
And
much
then-
did they ask for?
It was like $75, $50 or $75 in cash, and they had like an ATM there, so you could go get it.
We
And-
need money for drugs
Shady.
tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll get it back.
Yes.
Well, you won't get it
Tomorrow.
back
We'll
because
turn
we
it
looked up the
around.
reviews and it said don't even give them because you won't get your money back. So we're like, fuck. And I was like, Jess, like, let's spend an extra, I don't know, $12 and go to a Ramada or somewhere that we won't
Yeah.
get stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. that'd
And
be cool.
we ended up finding this place further down. But she had to call. I guess she booked it through Travelocity or whatever, the other Expedia.
Yeah.
She called and we said whatever, and she ended up getting a refund for that. So we got lucky. We went to this new place down the street. It was a nice hotel. So she goes to make the reservation on it and made it for Tucson. We weren't in Tucson. We were in Phoenix. So it was another non-refundable room. This was the second one now. So she calls them up, talked to this wonderful fella who took care of everything. So now we're like, okay. We did go inside to make the reservation. She didn't want to because we would have saved $7 or some shit doing it online. So she booked it in Tucson. We do it again. Right hotel, June 1st.
No.
We weren't there in June. No good, man. So she had to call up Expedia for a third time and ask for a refund for a non-refundable room. Although if there's one thing she's good at, it's to yell at people on the phone and stuff. Everything that I'm not good at, she's good at.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's a good
So
thing.
you guys are
Yeah, she's really mean.
Duh.
So
Yeah.
so she figured that out. We ended up getting the room. It was an awesome hotel. It was a great sleep and everything like that. But it was a hassle. I did get In-N-Out Burger, so that was probably being called Chief, In-N-Out Burger, and then the engagement
Grow
in that
up,
order.
Chris.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
You're trying
cannot.
to piss us off. How was your
I
In-N-Out
know.
burger, though?
It was pretty decent, but at that point, I was like, I just don't want to be at Travel Inn. Like
fair.
I was pretty much like, I just want to go home. at this
Wait,
point.
at what point did you guys get to the point where they asked you for cash?
Oh, we walked inside and Jess was like, it doesn't say anything about that, and we're leaving. And I was like, what she said.
And followed her out.
Yeah, and stomped out. I pushed like the
Yes.
pull door and then looked stupid and then walked out. But yeah, no, it was it ended up being
Jess.
overall a great
so
trip,
much.
man.
I love
Yeah,
it.
she's good at that.
The
But
ring is absolutely gorgeous.
It's
You did so
beautiful.
oh,
fantastic.
thank you very much. I
You're
appreciate
very
it.
welcome.
It is. It's a matter of time. Everybody has said finally kind of thing. Shay's card was great. What did it say? It said fucking
said
finally,
fucking finally,
and then like crossed
obviously.
it out. I mean,
yay!
I don't know. Shay, I got home and she had gifts for me already. Like, she would have had to have bought them before she knew. Like, it's so, like, mailing doesn't, I don't know. Shay's a great gift giver, and
Amazon.
she's an absolute doll. And it was her birthday over the break, so happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday.
Shay,
Thank you
man.
guys so much. I just turned 22.
You turned 14.
What'd you say?
Okay.
No. Make me legal.
How was your 22nd birthday?
Thank you. It was so good. I worked, but I did get drunk last night.
Nice.
There you go.
So like,
As
that's a
you
plus.
should.
That's a plus.
Yes.
Yeah. It
Gotta
was so
celebrate.
fun.
Speaking of getting drunk, Shay, how about we try these beers out, and then we'll take a break and come back with Joey.
If I get drunk, well, I'll pass out on the floor now, baby. You won't bother me no more.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
If you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend, and I'll say, I think I have myself a beer.
I've been
I
told
need a
that
beer.
before.
I need a beer.
Sack of shit.
Beers of the week. This week we have Root Bear from Rusty Rail Brewing in the heart of Pennsylvania, Mifflinburg, PA, as everybody knows. But it does say that on the can, so I thought I would say that.
Oh, wow.
It is a root beer lager, 6% ABV.
They could be partnering with Cocaine Bear. We're not really sure.
If you need a beverage.
Now, Shay, tell everybody why you say that. Describe the label, if you would.
Okay, so it has a bear.
So far, so good.
He's standing on his back legs and he's in the woods and he looks pretty like he's ready to rumble.
Oh yeah, he
looks
does.
like he's ready to do some attacking.
You know when back when they had
cocaine.
like the circus and they had the
Or
guy
some
wrestle
cocaine.
the bear with like the fisticuff kind of guy? It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
bear ready to fight like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His like hands are like curled in a fist or down showing his nails. I'm not
Yeah.
sure which one it is.
He's fabulous,
Yeah,
man.
he's like, hey, or he's just like, what's up? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
he looks more like the Revenant bear than Cocaine Bear. He looks like he would probably tear,
His
Leo in half.
eyes are like super bright red, so I'm not sure if he's just like on a very long cocaine binge or
Right.
if
Yeah.
he's just like
That's day
fucking high
3
as
for
shit off
sure,
of
man.
weed.
And he's like kind of happy, but like not.
He's like happy, but he's also kind of like maybe licking his lips looking for his next victim.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe.
So I'm
Yeah,
just, like,
for sure.
Is there cocaine in the beer or is it weed
Based
that's
on the
in it?
amount
I'm
of
not sure.
talking you're doing, no, because you wouldn't have stopped talking. Hypothetically. Shay.
I didn't know if you meant that like I was talking too much or not.
Oh no, you're not talking. You're not talking as much as I would assume you would talk on
That's
cocaine.
true. Facts.
Shay.
Big facts.
Hypothetically, obviously. If you had to taste this, oh, you are tasting it. I always say if you had to. Can you just taste it and then rank it based on the Guy Fieri flavor Richter scale for people listening for the first time? We have 4 levels for the Guy Fieri Richter scale. Starting at 1 star, we have Gangster. 2, we have Out of Bounds. Number 3, Shut the Front Door. And number 4, the pinnacle or the highest you can get of Flavor Town. Shay, Root Bear. Rusty Rail, what do you give it?
All right. It smells great. Like it smells totally fine. It has a very light smell to it.
Just so everyone knows, good beers, you don't start with, it smelled good.
Right, it smells
Yeah.
good, but it's
Because I think the last beer we had smelled absolutely fucking disgusting.
You're right.
I
It
wanted
was
to
the
puke.
it was the Icy Light Turner's
It
blend.
smelled
Right.
disgusting. And it, like I would have drank the whole thing and been totally fine. So like I'm gonna straight up just go gangster immediately. It
That is gangster.
tastes like a dirty root beer.
Yeah.
That's the best way. It's
That's
just
kind of how
a dirty
like
root beer.
some of these last ones we tasted, that Turner's one, it
Yeah.
was something else. It tasted like what it wanted, just flat almost. Kind of
That
tasted.
yeah.
Turner's
Yeah.
tastes like you sat it out overnight, no lid on it.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like that's what it tasted like. This tastes like it's you poured root beer in the dirt that was clean
Yeah.
and then like put a hop in there.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I'm so smart.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
like
mean?
that you know what a hop is now, so you just threw that in there.
I could have said it any other way, but that was the best one.
Simcoe hop.
I love it.
Danny, what do you think?
It's her favorite, I think.
It's honestly the best thing I've ever had in my life.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Ah, that was funny.
It's on the
This
same
is so displeasing to my tongue. I have nothing good to say. It just has an aftertaste.
Rusty Rail is gonna love this,
I'm
this
so
pro
sorry.
moment. No, you're good. What are we going with?
Fair? Is it fair?
It's
though?
fair,
We
man.
hate-
And I feel like I've
We
had other
already
beers
hate.
from them that I do really like.
Shay, if we didn't like it, we need to say that because then nobody's gonna believe anything.
Well,
And
Right.
also, it's a 1 star, which we don't
It's
give
still
anyone a
good.
0,
1
man.
star is still good.
I would drink this.
Yeah.
Bullet to my head kind of thing. That's not the expression gun in your head.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, lower to my head is what I thought you said.
Yeah. But Danny, did I interrupt? What did you rank it?
Flavor Town. I'm joking.
Oh, I was like, oh wow, you really set that up for us.
Oh my god.
No,
it's
I'm
a
giving it a
turn.
gangster.
That is gangster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Much like Shay, it has a cool label.
It has a very cool
Oh.
label.
Label. And like, if you drank enough of them, you need something to do. Like, you could just try to figure out what the label exactly means.
Now,
Right.
the one thing that we will say is none of us like actual root beer. Right?
Yeah,
that's
which
what I
I
was
think
gonna
should be
say.
said probably.
Yes, like I think root beer is disgusting.
I think this is as good as actual root beer. It's just not as sweet as actual root beer.
It tastes like a dirty root beer, right?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's like I feel
That
like
sounds
that's
like
kind of a
something
decent
you
way.
should look up on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Dirty root beer.
Sarah gave him a dirty root beer.
Honestly, I'd put $20 on the table right now to say that that's an actual fucking
Oh, it
thing.
has to
There's
be.
no way you
It
can-
has to be.
That's like the name generators. And it's like, what's your birthday? 12
Exactly.
is dirty. And yeah. We were talking about that earlier with scams because I'm the Batman of Facebook.
You are the Batman of
We'll
Facebook.
talk about that
Okay.
maybe in the second half.
Yeah.
We'll get Joey's opinion on it.
Okay.
But for root beer, I'm also going.
That is gangster.
I don't know. I wanted to try something new. It's a root beer lager. I'm not a giant fan of root beer. They do have root beer on tap at D's. I can't remember what it is. It's like 18 something. It's a number root beer, 1903 or some shit.
Okay.
That's super good. But every other root beer I've had, I'm not a giant fan of. So, yeah. But Shay, Danny, how about we take a quick break? Look at that stank face, Shay. You good, man? You look like you're about to play a really good guitar solo, or you just left an outhouse.
I don't know. I was like in like serious like thought. I was like, I'm really about to say something that's like for real.
Oh.
But I don't know where it's at in here. Like
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we'll
You know
save
what
it
I
then.
mean?
So it might be a thing. We're just not sure
I'm not
yet.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I have no clue.
Well, that sounds
break, you said?
fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna take a break. Maybe cut out the last minute. Awesome. We're gonna take a break.